Angry guy here, and gyms are going bankrupt as men avoid them. Guys, help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers. If you already haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button, like the video, and turn on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Now let's begin. So, gyms are going bankrupt as men avoid them. We're going to be checking out a video today that really illustrates how society is beginning to deteriorate and collapse around us. So, let's go ahead and just jump right into the video, guys, and I hope you enjoy it.
What a creep. Oh! No, keep staring. This is why I hate men, bro. Oh my god, he's coming here. Look, look, look. Oh my god.
Excuse me.
What do you want? I knew you were gonna come and talk to me.
No.
Like, what a...
No,
Get away from me.
No, I just need to ask if I could use the weight belt.
Yeah, sure. Go get it. Go. And get out of here. Are you coming here to hit on girls? Is that all you do? Is that...
Now, guys, what's intriguing about this is this is a continuous pattern that we're seeing around us. Men are tired of this. Guys are just literally building home gyms right now. They're avoiding going out to public places where, they're going to have to share space with women who can say that, oh, he was looking at me in a way, he was coming in my space. It's literally at the end. And the craziest part about all of this is that the moment that men say, okay, well, how about we start our own gyms? Because women have gyms for themselves. Women have private gyms, and they basically operate as clubs. And the crazy thing is that many of these gyms are empty, and women-only gyms, a lot of them are going bankrupt. However, when it comes to a male-only gym, the very moment that a man says, okay, let's have a male-only gym, the lawsuits start flying very frantically. Women immediately start filing lawsuits saying that that these spaces have equipment and services that they want access to, and that it is not fair to women, it is violating the law, and they get shut down immediately. So why is it that women don't want men to have separate spaces, but are also furious at men when men are in the same spaces as they are? The honest to goodness truth that we can clearly observe is that most women do not like most men. They do not want them to exist. They don't want them to be in a space by themselves, nor do they want them to be in a space with women. It is kind of a catch-22. Women want to be able to monitor men at all given times. I've said this before that if possible, women would police men within their homes. Let's watch a bit more of this video.
Why you come to the gym? Grub. Hey guys, I didn't want to post this, but I have to show how uncomfortable it is for women to be at the gym because of men.
Dude just wanted to grab the weight belt. I hope she feels awful for accusing him of staring at her. Bro just wanted to do his own thing and be left alone. That's what most men feel at the gym.
Oh, it's such a good day in the gym. Oh wait, what is this?
So as you guys can see, it appears that she ended up in a terrible situation. She could have, she was trying to lift and she couldn't stand up. And what did dude do? He just completely ignored her, stayed in his own world, and did not help. You see, as men, if we're at the gym and we start doing things that we know we really shouldn't be doing, like we start trying to lift weights we shouldn't be doing, the only way we're going to survive is if the other men around us care about us enough to immediately run to our aid and save our lives. As men, we are dependent upon the general consideration of other men. Women don't take this into consideration because they live these privileged lives and they believe that they don't need men at all for anything, even though society around us would essentially collapse if men walked away, which is what men are doing. Women don't see this. They're completely invisible to it. When a woman, is ill, and she needs aid, who are the people that immediately come to her aid? Men. If she's at home and she needs someone to pick her up, who has to come and pick her up and immediately take care of her? Men. You need men who are brave and men who are strong. Men who are brave, strong, competent. You need them, literally all of those qualities. And women take it for granted. And this is the truth is, men walk away from Western society. Men say, okay, women, ladies, you have it to yourself. You would see the catastrophe unfolding around us. Imagine men who say, okay, we're done being firefighters. We're done being police officers. We're done being doctors and surgeons and technicians. We're done. We're walking away. Women go, good. We don't need you. Okay. But here's the thing. Even in medicine, you have to have men that can move heavy patients around, who can move these bodies, who can flip them over during surgical procedures, who are willing to do the things that some women are not willing to do. Because believe it or not, even in medicine, it can be squeamish. And there are men who will go and do the dirty work and do the heavy lifting. It might shock you, but this is something that I discovered many years ago. Typically, when they're transporting bodies to the morgues in the hospitals, it's usually the men who do it. A lot of the times, it's evidently the security guards. They'll tell security to come and take this body and take it down. And I'm like, what? Because the women don't want to. Sure, you might have a CNA that prepares the body to go, but that's it. They don't want to go down there. It's unbelievable how much men are taking for granted in society. And it's no wonder. It's absolutely no wonder that men are like, yeah, I don't see you anymore. I'm not going to focus on you. I'm just going to focus on myself, my own happiness, and that's it. And if my existence here is a problem, then I'm just not going to exist here anymore. That's why a lot of men are building their own home gyms where they work out in peace and private. A lot of men are living in campers and they're saving all of their money, and they're taking that money and they're buying a piece of land, buying a couple acres of land, and they're living happily on that land. And it's amazing because I've said this before and I'll say it again. As we watch the deterioration of society and women experience significantly more hardships, and they're blind to it, they're completely blind. They're going to say that men must find their hearts, and what happened to men have changed. And as things become harder for them, they're going to say men have changed. They no longer want to be men. They no longer want to step up. Look at all of these women who are trying to make society a better place. And what are men doing? Men are deciding that they're giving up on society because they don't want to work harder. They don't want to try because they think that they deserve a woman. And this is like a form of getting back at women in society. This is what they're going to say. They're going to be they're going to ignore things like this that are happening around men, where men are being ostracized for simply existing. Women don't know how to be kind to men. They don't know how to compete for men. They don't know how to do any of these things. They absolutely detest that men exist. And even if there were no men on the planet anymore, and the world began to become a much more difficult place for women, and they could not sustain society, they would blame men for this, even though there are no men and they have everything to themselves. They would say that society was never built for women. It was always built for men, and that they were always destined to fail, because what needed to happen was, from the very beginning, society should have been created by women with the input of women, and men should have simply been there to assist women in building society. They should never have been the builders of society. This is what women will argue, and I'm right. You 100% know I'm right. Women will say that women should have always been the superior, and men should have been the helper, the silent helper. And that's how society would have been built into something that was sustainable. But because society was designed by men, because society was designed by men, that means it was created for men without the perspective and input of women, and hence it was always designed to fail. And it would never be a place or a thing that was sustainable for women, even without the presence of men later on, because it was built by them for them without the consideration of women. Hence, it was never going to be a place that women could ever maintain or cultivate on their own, because they're not the architects of it. This is as I get older, I begin to understand how women think more and more and more. And this is not something that feminism put inside of them. This is something that was always there. Women will always have that inside of them. They will always have that resentment, at least somewhat inside of them. You know, even if they say they don't, they do. The only difference between women in Western and outside of Western society that don't outwardly have this is that, you know, that seed was never given light, sunlight, and water and allowed to grow and blossom the way it has in Western society. But that's something that has always been there, and it's something that will always be there. It will never, ever go away. And it is it's a very sad thing that we see, but it's something that we can never change. We can never, ever change it, guys. If you're enjoying this content, help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't. Like the video and turn on notifications to never miss another video from me ever again. What do you guys think regarding all of this, guys? Gyms are going bankrupt as men avoid them. I want to hear your thoughts. Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA and walking away. And cheers.